coming to you from my hat studio in Lunenburg, Nova Scotia. And today I just wanted to give you a quick update about what's going on in my life and with my hats. It's been quite some time since I've reached out to you, just summer. You know how it is, gardening, swimming, driving my son to work. Yeah, life is busy. So here we go. So I'm going to give you a little quick shop update, and then I'm going to share with you a little video that I made of our Tony and I took a little expedition to Tatamagouche, Nova Scotia, a staycation, and it's a really pretty part of Nova Scotia, so I hope you enjoy that. So yeah, I'll start with this hat here. Summer just goes much too quickly, and I always have fantasies of making tons of straw hats on my antique straw braid sewing machine, but before you know it, it's time to start thinking about winter hats. But I did get a few done, and I have a few orders. So this one is in my shop and available. So it's wheat straw, and for those of you that have not tuned in before, I start by sewing the braided straw up here in a spiral, and then on the machine I form it to make a hat, and then the inside is lined with linen, and then I have this beautiful Japanese ribbon, and there are a few choices on my website of different ribbons. So there's one hat to talk about. And then I have been making my hand knit and felted hats, which are, like everything I do, super slow, but I have so much fun making them. I never can make quite as many as I want, but oh well, that's life. I'll just get what I can get done. So here's my, it's sort of like, I say, if Amelia Earhart met Mary Engelbreit. Super sweet, take to the skies, floral flying cap. So yeah, a one of a kind. It's knit in seed stitch and then felted, so it has this lovely texture, and then I embroidered all these flowers. So yeah, you would definitely be noticed in the winter. And I'm a firm believer in making winter fun. And then the other one that I just completed is, I may have a customer here, nope, they're driving by, is this one. So these I use for all my hand knit and felted hats. It's Canadian Dorset wool. It's milled and grown in Alberta, and it's just pure sheepy wool, and it's a super strong breed, so the hats are tough. They're as tough as they are cute. So yeah, there's this one. Also, that same theme of my little roses. Sometimes I just have to get things out of my system before I can go on to a new thing. So yeah, the roses, I'm not quite done with them yet. I'm actually working on a sweater that's gonna have those little embroidered roses on the yoke. So yeah, little pixie cap with Latvian braid. The roses go all the way around. The hand knit and felted hats are $2.75 Canadian if you are interested in one. All right, and then the other one that I got made is up here. This one. I have a lot of fun with these. I love the process from beginning to end. It's just the sitting and knitting, and then the felting. I do it by hand. I know some people, when they've knit and they want to felt, they throw it in the washing machine, but I find you really don't have much control with that, and then you need so much to justify a whole wash load. So I just put on a video or listen to a story, and it takes me about 45 minutes. It's like kneading dough, and you know, you're just kneading and throwing, and it's just soap and water, and eventually humongous thing that I've knit just shrinks down, and I'm happy, the hat's happy, and they're warm because the fibers have shrunk so much that it becomes very windproof and waterproof, and yeah. So, you know, it's like, if you need one hat, it may as well be this very rugged, cute, warm hat in the winter. So I have been doing custom orders on these, so you know, if you have a larger head size or smaller head size, there is stretch, but it's nice to just customize things and get it right. So pretty cute, eh? And then definitely the hat of the season has been my Franny canvas cloche. I just basically make them and sell them and make them and sell them, and I've had lots of orders on these ones. I made myself a brown one and I wear it all the time. It's just the kind of hat you can wear in the rain. I say it's like you want to look glamorous while being chased up a tree by a bear. So yeah, it's that kind of a hat. The brim flips up and these flowers are pinned on, and you can move them to the back. Oh yeah, I have to show you the back. Yep. So it's got this cute little whatever. Comes to a point in the back, and I wear a lot of shawls or coats with collars, so this way it doesn't push your hat up. Yeah, so I think these are actually good for so many seasons. It's not, there'd be no real warmth for winter at all. It's cotton, and then there's always a cute little cotton lining inside. But it's great for fall. Great for summer and great for spring. So yeah, that's 3 seasons. So yeah, I've got in the shop right now, I have a red one, the blue one is small, and the green one is medium. I can do these in, I'm doing 4 different sizes, but really I could do any size. And a brown one. So yeah, the brown one's a little bit larger. So I think obviously I can talk about hats forever and ever, but yeah, that's pretty much it for hats. But I'll tell you what else I have been up to is I have been naturally dyeing yarn. It's very exciting to me. So these 3 over here were all done with madder root, and this one here was done with Queen Anne's lace. So some of the plants I've just been gathering, and the madder root, I did have to buy the madder root, although I'm going to be planting a dye garden, so I'll be growing madder root, but it takes 4 years in order to get the root to the right size before you can start using it. But that's okay, I've got time. So yeah, I'm just so excited by it. It's like filling some kind of a need in my life, where it's like gardening. I have to garden, whether it's practical or not practical, but there's something, if you don't know about natural dyeing, so I'm using just really unprocessed natural wool, and you have to do it very slowly. So the stages are, first you are scouring it, so you have to like wash it by bringing the temperature up in a pot really slowly, then letting it come down so that you don't want the wool to felt. Then you have to mordant the wool. So if you just throw wool in with dye, it won't accept the dye. So you need a helper. It's what bonds the two I don't know, I'm not going to say it right. The molecules from the dye, the molecules from the wool, they don't want to meet. So you need this like a dating assistant. And so that can be many things. It's usually a metallic salt. So the safest one is alum, and that's what I use, although I'm going to be using rhubarb leaves from the garden, and I do this mostly outside, especially if you're doing something like the mordanting. You really want a lot of ventilation. So the rhubarb leaves are actually poisonous, and they do make an oxalic acid that you don't want to be breathing in a closed room. So that will be outdoors, but yeah, you can mordant with rhubarb leaves. So that's going to be my next experiment. So every single one is an experiment, and it's just thrilling to me to pull color out of plants. So the other ones that I will be doing soon are indigo, which is just a whole other ball game, but I've been reading up on it, and I'm definitely going to do some this season, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, I will be selling my naturally dyed yarn, but it is a side thing for me. And I can only do 4 skeins at one time, and the 4 skeins will take me at least 2 days to do. So I'm just gonna build up and keep going and going, and when I have enough, I'll have a little yarn sale, or I may supply my local yarn store, the Mariner's Daughter. We'll see how it goes, but I think they're just the most beautiful, beautiful colors. I'm sure you'll agree. It's colors that you get from nature they're just different than chemical dyes, and I don't have a problem with chemical dyes. I shouldn't go too much into it, but there's always this thing about, oh, it's so much more natural to dye from plants and healthier for the environment. Well, it has a lot to do with how you're dyeing, and when you use metallic salts, it has an impact. You've got to be using some chemicals regardless, but the fact is that it's probably better for the earth, and I love it, damn it. I have so much fun taking colors out of plants. So yeah, that's why I do it. Yeah, so anything else? We've got a kitten, and he's crazy, and my legs are scratched up, and it looks like, I don't know, if my legs were my arms, you would think I was a heroin addict. I've just got, puncture wounds all over myself. The dog loves the kitten most of the time. The kitten is very charming. He's sleeping now. I would bring him here, but I'm not waking him up. It's just, life gets a little crazy when he's awake and wants to play. There's not as much knitting being done as I would like. Yeah, so I think that's all I have to share with you for today, and thank you for tuning in. And also I guess that's it. I'm also going to share some other videos that I took locally. So all right, it's lovely to chat with you guys, and hope to see you soon. Bye.